Okay. Well, hello there. I did not know that it was going to be that quick, simple, and straight to the point. Hi, everybody. It is almost 6 o'clock. Give me 1 minute. I definitely have an amazing story that I want to get out there just to kind of help inspire. So give us, I guess, about another 30 seconds to let everybody else get on. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I will say, I don't know why in the world I was kind of nervous getting on here and doing a live. It's been a very long time since I've done a live, but anyway, it is 6 o'clock, and without further ado, I just want to make sure I inspire every single body to understand the mission behind Inspired by Jimmy L. Number one, behind every single smile, honey, every single podcast, every single interview, every single post. Everything behind Inspired by Jimmy L is designed to ensure that you are being inspired to just be the best version of yourself. I am not trying to change you. I am not trying to make you into me. I just want you to be the best version of you. Like nobody else can do that but you. So if you've not subscribed to inspiredbyjimmyl.com, the videos, the podcast, make sure you check it out, subscribe, and share every single episode if you are being inspired. And so, okay, let me get on to the lesson that I have been taught this week. It has been super crazy. For starters, it is going up on probably almost damn near a year. I have still being hit. I've been getting hit after hit after hit with the same lesson, and it is just it's been interesting. And so, although I haven't mastered it, I don't feel ashamed by saying that it's almost been a year, but I haven't mastered it. But damn it, like every time that I'm hit with it, or every time I'm faced with it, like it's just kind of chipping away with me being able to be a better person for it. So let me get on with it. So anyway, so Wednesday, I'm just gonna tell you up front, I had a damn bad day. Okay, Wednesday was a really rough day for me this week. It was a bad day. I don't know about you, and I don't know what you do for a living, but baby, I mean, for some reason, it seems like every email was just attacking me and attacking my team, and like they were very pointed conversations geared toward me and my team. And so what I've developed over the last year, maybe year and a half, is I try not to get angry with people, but if I do, I have a rule. You get 2 to 3 minutes of my time. You get 2 to 3 minutes of my energy. And honey, that's it. That's it. Now, some days I may, give a little bit more. Some days it's a far less, but that's my goal. If you piss me off, you get me upset. Okay, I acknowledge you pissed me off. I've acknowledged that my energy is there and it's probably negative, but you get 2 to 3 minutes of my time, and that's it. And so on Wednesday, I got hit with the issue. I gave it 2 to 3 minutes. Damn it, got hit with another issue. Gave it another 2 to 3 minutes. And then got hit with another one. And it just kept coming. And so I was like, okay, universe, damn it, fine. You can have this day. This is a bad day. You can have it. I'm not gonna argue with you. I am not gonna fight. You can have it. What ended up happening toward the end of that day, things started to calm down, actually. And the way I looked at it was drastically different. But I had to call my husband and I said, "Hey, I'm really pissed. I'm really irritated right now, and I'm letting people irritate the heck out of me. And today's a bad day." He of course tried to console me kind of quickly over the text message, but that prompted a question from him when I got home. He was just like, "So, did your day get any better?" And my response was, "Oh, let me tell you what happened." So I got home. We had to call the warranty. I think it's like First American or something or whatever. And I'm totally am not going in on them, nor are they a sponsor of the show. But I contacted them because our electricity on like one whole side of the house had gone out, and so a couple of sockets. And so I contacted them because they hadn't contacted me to set up an appointment. And so typically when we have to use it's like insurance, but typically when we use the program, if something breaks down in the house, they typically call 24 to 48 hours and like, hey, I want to set this up with you. We didn't get a call. So I contacted them. I'm like, because the lights are out, it's been almost 3 days. What's going on? The lady, which was a contractor, so it wasn't First American, but it was a contractor. She answered the phone. For starters, she answered the phone and just said, hey, Lisa. Okay, so mind you, I'd already had a rough day. And then two, I just called an electrical company. And you didn't answer and say, this is ABC Electrical Company. You said, hey, this is Lisa. So my antennas are immediately back up. I'm already upset, frustrated, had a bad day, quote unquote. Oh, hell. Girl, this is not the time. Lisa, is this ABC Electrical Company? And so she said, yeah, it is. I said, okay, this is Jimmy Mize, and this is my address. And hey, you're supposed to be, getting with me about coming out to do some electrical work. What's going on? She said, oh, what's your name again? So I gave her my name. She said, okay. Oh, I have you guys set up for an appointment for tomorrow. She said, oh, I got an appointment set up with you for tomorrow morning between 8 and 9 o'clock. Or 8 and 10. And so I said, I'm not sure how you have that appointment when you haven't spoken with me. So, let's cancel that. What's your next available? She was like, oh, the next available is next week between Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I said, that's not going to work. So you can cancel all of that. Let me call First American. I called First American, and to make a very long story short as possible, I was completely not pleased. I called and I sat on the phone with him for probably about 20 to 30 minutes. I spoke with a gentleman, gave him the entire scenario that had just happened with his contractor. And he said, hey, that's not our policy. We cannot give you a new company. Because I'm like, I want a new company at this point. I don't want to deal with that one. Give me a new company. I need somebody to come out this week. He said, that's not our policy. We cannot give you a new company. And so my immediate response was, sir, I'm not in the mood for any of this right now. And obviously had a rough day. So you just gave me this crazy sounding electrical company that does not even sound real. You need to get me to your supervisor. And I mean now. So of course I'm even more agitated. So speaking to the supervisor, I said, ma'am, this is the scenario. I need you to give me a new company. She said, well, our policy states that if a contractor comes out and you're not satisfied with the work, we can change out. If the contractor comes out and they're unprofessional, we can change them out. Neither of those occurred, so there's nothing that I can do for you. You're going to have to follow back up with them and make a new appointment. And I said, ma'am, I can't. I said, you're telling me the night before that you want me for an appointment tomorrow morning, which means I have to take off of work. So I can't just do that. And so she said, well, Mr. Mize, my suggestion to you is that you keep that appointment. What did she say that for? I lost it. All of my anger, all of my frustration went out on her. Oh my gosh. Ma'am, Inspired by Jimmy L / positivity wasn't nowhere to be found. I did not call her out of her name or anything, but I definitely cursed. I was extremely angry. I could not understand why. I'm like, you have a job. You have a job. And if I were to contact you in this same scenario, you couldn't just take off of work. So needless to say, I got off the phone with her because she transferred me to someone else, which was actually a voicemail, which disconnected the call. But I called back. And in the midst of me being on hold, calling back, a couple of things popped up mentally. I have amazing self-awareness when I listen. And what popped in my mind and in my spirit was, Jimmy, you are really entitled. You have this need to feel and to be entitled. When someone tells you no, you immediately go into defense mode. Immediately. If someone were to ask me today, what is my least favorite word? No would be number one. I hate the word no. I 100% hate the word no. I just couldn't believe it. But I'm sorry. I couldn't believe what my intuition was telling me. Like it was really driving me crazy. But I was like, okay, gotcha. Okay, understood. I got off I was on the call. Someone else answered. This man took my conversation. He took the scenario. He took the information, and just like that, we were set up. And he's like, okay, we're going to give you a call back tomorrow morning to reconfirm the new contractor. And I ended up listening to this quote, and it stated, "Stop asking for direction and start listening to instructions." A lot of times we're living our lives and we're living in this world and we feel lost, we feel confused. And when you are confused and lost or stuck, you tend to ask for direction. And when you don't get the answer that you want, you get extremely frustrated. You get extremely upset. When someone tells you no, or things don't necessarily come out the way that you want them to, we tend to get upset. I, I immediately go into defense mode. And one thing that I am learning, and one of the best things that Inspired by Jimmy L could ever teach you as well as myself, is that we must be able to get to a place where we stop asking for direction. Because asking for direction says, I'm driving this ship. I know where I'm going. I know what I want to do. I got this wheel. And you're asking for directions. That's what asking for directions does, right? You got it. You got it. I know where I'm going. I just need you to give me directions on how to get there. What my intuition is telling me, and what Inspired by Jimmy L is telling you, is that we need to shut up and listen for instructions. Honey, you're not even supposed to be in the driver's seat. This is not the time for you to drive the bus. This is not the time for you to be asking for directions because you don't even have the destination yet. It is time to listen for instructions. That was the best insight that I could ever have learned, the best lesson that I could have ever learned from that entire bad day. I hope you all have been enjoying everything that Inspired by Jimmy L has had to offer. Inspired by Jimmy L will always be here, honey, to not just inspire you, but to be a platform to allow people with the best examples to show us how they did it. Inspired by Jimmy L will forever be here. Wherever you are, make sure you're not keeping up with the Joneses. I keep telling everybody that they are broke, and we are much better off just being who we are authentically. Nobody really, we all are just figuring it out. Nobody really knows what the hell they're doing. They're listening to their intuition, and they're doing what works best for them. So you might as well do the same. Anyway, that's it for me, honey. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you go check out inspiredbyjimmyl.com. Get with us on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn has been awesome. Even newly on TikTok. I love you guys as always. And until the next show, see ya.